Hey everybody. I hope the first week of the semester, the first weekend of the semester has gone well for you. This is the introduction video to the second week where we're going to take a little more, a little deeper dive into Old English culture and poetry. Now, the reading notes and the materials that you have already been posted from week one. They're there again in the week two materials, as well as the video for the week one materials also applies to week two. The reason for that is because in previous semesters when we started on a midweek, I try to combine these weeks so it's not too much at one time. As they've spread out into more weeks, this same content applies. And I actually like that format because it gives you a couple of weeks to look at what you're trying to do. So this week, like last week, you've got multiple discussion board posts happening. And we are digging deeper into the writing process and into how we analyze text as you're moving through each of these discussion board posts. So the first discussion board post is based on an Old English poem called The Wanderer. And it's going to ask you to really find a quote that represents something to do with the speaker's loss. What is he? And this is an elegy, which is a poem of grief. So what is it? What is the speaker, excuse me, actually lamenting? What is he missing so much? The next one is based on the wife's lament, and I want you to dig into the troubling relationship she seems to have with her husband. There are several different interpretations of what this might mean, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts here. Remember, I don't need you to go outside of the course or of the course materials to try to find an explanation. You can just dig in with your thoughts here about what you think it means. And then finally, we're looking at The Dream of the Rood, which is a little bit longer of a poem, and you'll see it uses some dramatic imagery to describe the cross of Jesus. And so I want to see how you dig into that and what your thoughts are on how the poem itself uses this imagery. So you can notice that each one of these posts is asking just a little bit more out of you, because as we move into the next discussion board post after this week, we're going to get into the full extent of that assignment where each post needs to be about 300 words or one double space page. These early ones are just getting you used to the format. And so as I'm posting these grades and let you know that I posted the grades, read my feedback closely. I'm going to always try to give you some suggestions on how you can improve your writing. So 3 poems this week, 3 discussion board posts. I suggest just going through in order and getting it complete. I changed the format of the week for week 2, rather than having a separate folder for instructional materials and then learning objectives. I put them together. So essentially, to try to make it easy as easy as possible for you. So more or less, if you go into Blackboard and you click on that folder that says instructional materials and learning outcomes or objectives, walk through each step. You can go in order. It will have this video will be the first thing you see, and then you will have the next information, which is the lecture video on Old English poetry, then the notes on Old English poetry, then the Wanderer, and the discussion board post that goes with the Wanderer, the wife's lament, and the discussion board post, and then the Dream of the Rood and the discussion board post. So I know these online formats can be weird, and the nature of how we have to do these learning management systems can make it kind of clunky. So I'm trying to do whatever I can to make it as easy as possible for you to click through each of the things that you need to do for this week. If you have any questions or concerns, or if stuff seems weird, please let me know. Email cmoody@aum.edu. Your discussion board posts are due Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And for that Friday post, I want you to go ahead and comment on one of your classmates' work, since that's going to be a required part of the assignment from here on out. Go ahead and make sure that you post that as well. And you'll see that in the instructions for the discussion board post. So also, I know that we are launching a online textbook service, and that we're still waiting on some information on it. I have my training on it this week. So it will be going, we have that in place hopefully by week 3 when we're digging into Beowulf. I'm efforting to that end, but if not, we'll always have online stuff available for you. So no need to go grab texts or anything like that. Everything you need is right here in Blackboard. So feel free to let me know if you have any questions and concerns. Hope you have a good week. Talk to you soon.